heard a lot of myths, rumors, and straight up lies about different government programs over the years. So let's talk about 5 popular myths about the food stamps program that you might still believe. First, you need to recognize who's actually getting these benefits. Many of the myths about social programs, and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program in particular, have to do with who's actually getting the benefits. So let's review a few important facts. First, about 12% of the total U.S. population received supplemental nutrition assistance benefits in 2019. Only about 4% of them received cash benefits. When you look at participants individually, 43% are children, 16% are age 60 or older, 10% are non-elderly adults with disabilities. When you look at it by household, 86% of all SNAP benefits go to households that contain at least one child, elderly person, or disabled adult. I want to be delicate with this next part because I don't support discrimination or hate of any kind in any circumstance ever. However, a lot of people in our comment section want to blame certain communities for abusing these programs. So I think it's important to know that by sheer number, white people are more likely to get SNAP than any other group. Second, do not buy into the lie that welfare makes people lazy. It's simply not true. The vast majority of these benefits go to children, disabled people, and seniors who can't just hustle harder to make ends meet. So let's review some more facts. The average length of time that people receive SNAP is 8 to 10 months. That's because it just isn't enough to get by, and you have to do what you can to get away from it. About 2/3 of households receive less than the maximum benefits. In fact, 1 in 10 users get the absolute minimum of $16 a month. And guys, nobody's quitting their jobs and staying home for that $16 a month. It's not enough to buy groceries for a week, let alone live off of. Almost 1/3 of SNAP households have earned income, which means they are working. And another almost third of SNAP households receive Social Security benefits because they're disabled or retired. And if you're thinking that large families are draining the system, think again. Households with children are even more likely to be working while receiving food stamps, with 54% of them earning income. They just don't earn enough to get by. And that's why these programs exist. They're there to bridge the gap between what people earn and what they need to survive. Third, recognize that these programs actually benefit the economy overall. According to Moody's Analytics, every $1 in SNAP benefits generates $1.67 in economic activity. That's more effective than federal aid to state governments or cutting corporate tax rates. And in 2013, the Washington Post reported that the entire economy of Woonsocket, Rhode Island existed on a boom and bust cycle. When benefits were dispersed on the first, all the stores were stocked and ready for tons of shoppers. And then throughout the month, as the benefits dwindled and were spent, there were fewer and fewer shoppers coming into the stores. Some retailers reported that they made 25% or more of their monthly sales on the first when SNAP funds were distributed. So these food programs help families eat, but they also help the businesses that sell the food to the families and the farms that sell the food to the grocery stores, and so on. Fourth, don't believe the myth that these programs are breaking the federal budget. Not a single day goes by that someone isn't in my comments section blaming me for single-handedly stealing all the tax dollars in America. But the reality is that these benefit programs actually cost very little compared to the rest of the budget. According to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, the government spent $4.4 trillion in fiscal year 2019, and here's where some of that money went. 25% of it went to healthcare costs, including Medicare, Medicaid, CHIP, and marketplace subsidies. 23% of it went to Social Security. 16% went to defense spending. 8% went to safety net programs, including tax credits, SSI, TANF, SNAP, school meals, low-income housing assistance, child care assistance, LIHEAP, and other programs. That's 8%. That's it. That's 8 cents out of every dollar for all of the non-healthcare related social safety net programs put together in America. When you isolate just the amount spent on food stamps, it's only 1.4% of the federal budget. That's a penny and a half out of every dollar. And it's a penny and a half that I will gladly pay to keep feeding children, seniors, disabled people, and others who are down on their luck. Compared to the rest of the budget, it's just not that much. Fifth, Always remember that you are only one bad day away from needing these programs yourself. Don't ever believe the lie that you would never use these. Most Americans are one missed paycheck away from poverty, but nobody's one paycheck away from becoming a billionaire. That's just not how the world works. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other video on how to get hardship grants. I'll see you there.